Look on the screen. Look on the screen. It is another dangerous Dusty. I tell you, the hatred against women is real. There is a lot of anger out there. Man, a lot of anger. People are acting up. I just read an article in the Wall Street Journal where this guy was in the grocery store and one person was too close to him and he asked the person to move back. And then when he asked the person to move back, these are adults now, in the grocery store line, instead of moving back because the guy was like, hey, COVID, he's a little close on me, he asked the other man to move back. What do you think happened? The man moves closer to him. And from there on, it popped off. They got to going back and forth with words. And the guy was like, I had to catch myself. The one that asked the guy to move back, he said, he went off and he just lost it. And he was like, I think this pandemic is having an effect on me. Being cooped up, all the drama in New York City, his business being an issue. So, yeah. And I think also that hearing things like that is another reason for the crazies to come out. Crimes against women have always been, but they're going to escalate. And I hate to say it, if some of these mammies decide to wake up and smell the coffee, if they decide to wake up and smell it and realize, investing in a dust bucket does not pay, the crimes will increase. Oh, yeah. Some of these mammies, be it the mother, grandmama, baby mama, auntie, they holding down these dust buckets. Now, they won't hold somebody down who's productive. They won't hold you down and say, hey, if you're male or female, you can stay here. Let me help you get on your feet. They're not going to do that. But they'll hold down a dust bucket. The minute they turn those purse strings off or turn off the access to the resources, don't expect that dust bucket to go quietly. No, that's when the shoe falls because they're leaning on you. And if you're the sole support, it's not going to be like, okay, little TT, I need you to go ahead and, you can't keep coming here anymore, not working, being productive, causing drama. You just can't do that. You're going to have to leave. He's going to act up. Oh, that's about guaranteed. If not today, tomorrow, just wait. But yeah, so, and in doing so, I think crimes against women are going to they're on the rise. It's no joke. Crime in general is on the rise. So let's check this out. What this dust bucket has done today, something horrible. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Let's see what a dusty do. And I hope they grab him, folks. You see the number, so you know it's Crime Stoppers. Check it out. Fair use. Sick.
Right now, police are looking for this man they say punched and sexually assaulted a woman at a playground in the Bronx. Investigators say it happened shortly after 9 Sunday night inside Soundview Park. Police say the suspect walked up to a 53-year-old woman, pulled her hair, causing her to fall, then sexually assaulted her. When the woman screamed, police say the suspect punched her in the face repeatedly. The victim's cousin heard the screams and called for help. Anyone with any information is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-TIPS.
Y'all see him?
Right now, police are looking for this man they say punched and sexually assaulted a woman at a playground in the Bronx. Investigators say it happened shortly after 9 Sunday night inside Soundview Park. Police say the suspect walked up to a 53-year-old woman, pulled her.
It's not the best photo, but I'm sure somebody knows who he is. Somebody has to recognize this dangerous Dusty. If you know him, turn him in. For him to just do this, he's been committing, in my opinion, more than likely crimes against women. I don't think anybody just gets up and just says, any decent human being, you know what, today I'm going to go ahead and go rob the bank. I'm going to go ahead and assault a female or hurt a child, or hey, go out and just shoot somebody. No. People that do things like this here, they've, as they say, been doing. They've been doing dirt. And that's why it goes unchecked. Now, somebody recognized this clown in New York. You can see the little shirt, the little outfit. Somebody is on the news. Somebody I'm sure recognizes. Let's see. I wonder if some mammy's going to hold him down. If you're a family, a friend, acquaintance, neighbor, even if you think you know who it is, again, give them up. Do the right thing. Why? Because it's the human thing to do. Because if people just keep standing by, it's just like in some parts of neighborhoods in the hood. Crime is always happening. Why? Because hey, people just stand by, and even when you want to call anonymously, a lot of times they don't want to get involved until it's you or your loved one or your wife, your girlfriend, your mother, your daughter, until it's you. This right here, this horrible, dangerous, assaulting Dusty, he needs to be found. If he becomes a hashtag, I will not feel bad. The anger against women, the anger is really out there. So when you have a Dusty man that's weak, he doesn't want to go to a man that's like him that he can, knuckle up with. Don't want to do that. No, are you kidding me? He doesn't want to knuckle up with that guy. Pick a victim. And they always want to seem to hurt women and children. So just think, out of everything that's going on, he pulled her by her hair just to get her down to the ground. To me, that sounds like planning. They can plan to do anything. They can plan to rob, but can't plan to get a job. And the part about some of these felonies, I'm not trying to hear, oh, these felonies got a felony, can't always get a job. I've heard of people out of prison, and you're like, that person has a job? Oh yeah, has a job working here. Is that so? So sometimes these Dusties don't want a job. Here's a good example. One person, this has happened a long time ago, so it wasn't anything recent. So one person had a felony, and they were going for a job, and they were going through that thing of, what do you say? You apply for a job, and you get turned down because of the background check. So this person, I said, here's what you do. I said, what you need to do is to confront it head on. That's why, again, no excuses for these Dusties. Confront it head on. I said, what you need to do, you already know, based on the past experience, you go look for a job. They ask about the filling on the application. They don't call you back. And even if you lie, they find out. Either way it goes, they're not hiring you. That person was having that kind of luck. I said, here's what you do. You face it head on. So he was going for a job. I believe it was in a dental office, I'm thinking, some kind of medical office, because the guy was a doctor. And I said, well, he's probably not going to, the same old thing. I said, here's what you do for your next job. And this was the next interview. I said, what you do is this. Apply for the job, but tell them ahead of time that, hey, listen, I've made some mistakes, as you will. I said, tell them ahead of time. I've made some mistakes, as you will find out when you run my background check. However, that's old news. It was a few years ago. I've learned from those mistakes, and I'm just trying to, grow and do better. I just want the opportunity. I said, given their situation, if I were you, I would tell them, listen, I can be an asset if given the opportunity. I told him, I said, I would even tell them, I'm even willing to come and work for you, let's say a week. Don't pay me any money. I'm willing to come and work for you a week free, see how it turns out. What do you have to lose? I want to be on the payroll. Because at this point, this person can't find jack. And I knew what the charges were. So I said, you need to go ahead and face it head on and let them know. I made some mistakes. I'm going to be honest with you. That happened a few years ago. And I have learned from my mistakes. So I'm just on a mission to better myself. I just need the opportunity. And I promise you, I'm hardworking. I can get the job done. So hopefully you can be my opportunity, and this will be my chance to prove myself to you and also to myself. So I'm just looking for a chance, and hopefully I can get that with their organization. Guess what happened? It was a doctor. Now, and this person I'm referring to, the man was a black man, okay? The one who had the issue with the background check. The doctor was a Caucasian doctor. It was a young guy, maybe, at the maybe late 30s, young doctor for that career. So I said, that's what you need to do. Guess what? The Dusty did it. The Dusty did it. told the man that. The man looked at the background check, and I was like, wow, you spoke with him directly? Because normally I'm thinking it's going to be like, what do you call, like an office manager. Okay. I said, so I'm telling this person, here's my advice of what I would do if I were in your shoes. He did it. Guess what happened? The doctor spoke with him himself, not the office manager, and called him back and said, you know what? Just speaking with you and looking at, what we do have on your background check, he said, you know what? I believe it was a mistake. And I'm going to go ahead and hire you. I believe it was a mistake. I don't believe you're this. No, mistakes do happen. All I need you to do is to take a drug test. So I was like, wow, see what I mean? Sometimes you got to put yourself out there. And as far as wanting to work for free, no. Take the drug test. They got the background here, and just go ahead and come in. So here's so much for the excuse, okay? And this is a black man, the one that's got the background issue. So he's like, so the doctor's telling him, and he's giving me the information. Go ahead and take the drug test, pass that, and hey, the job is yours. I'm going to give you a chance. You know what? I believe in you. I believe you. Okay, just on giving that wonderful spiel. So and he was all excited. He was like, man, all I gotta do is go take a drug test. Yada, yada, yada. I'm like, oh man, that is great. See, I told you, you have to believe in yourself. And sometimes you have to get around other people. Hanging around those lowlifes that you need to go ahead and step your game up. Okay, so I'm just feeling great. Like, man, I helped somebody. Way to go. This person's, gonna get a job, and here's your chance. So what do you think happened? He went and he took the drug test. And then next thing you know, he didn't get the job. Why the heck you didn't get the job? Because he failed the drug test. Why the heck did you fail the drug test? Because he had been smoking. Oh, but it gets even better. I just said to him, you got to start watching the people you hang around. Those are low lives. They're going to do nothing. If you're hanging around trash, people that are down, that's where you're going to stay. They're not trying to go anywhere. They don't have any jobs. They have nothing. And these men were pretty much, just trashed. And they were living off women, getting women pregnant and living off the same women. They didn't have a job or nothing. And I suspect the same thing of felony. So guess what Dum Dum did? Keep in mind, we've already got your behind in the door. All you have to do is pass the PP test. Why you didn't pass the P test? Guess what the person said? It wasn't my P. So I'm like, what happened? Well, I want to find out why you couldn't pass the P test. And they've got things you can take, I guess, to get out of your system for a couple of days. I mean, it wasn't like you have to do that test like, the next, that day. What's up with that? He said what he did, he told his homeboy about the job. Listen real carefully. Told his homeboy about the job. And guess what happened? The homeboy knew he had been smoking. So the homeboy had like a little 5-year-old son. And the homeboy said, hey, man, I can get my son to pee for you. You can use my son's pee. A 5-year-old kid. He said, oh, okay. And I think he said he paid him like $10 for the pee or something. $10 to get his son to pee for him. Then he goes over there thinking it's the pee or the urine of a 5-year-old child, pays him $10. Then he fails the test. It's like, there's no way. It's safe. My homeboy hooked me up. Guess what happened? They said to him, the doctor's office said, no, we can't take you because that the pee sample, guess what it came back with, ladies and gentlemen? Keep in mind, watch you hang around. These clowns will bring you down. He said the urinalysis came back and said it showed the evidence of several drugs. I couldn't believe it. He said it showed evidence of not just one drug, marijuana. It was some other stuff in it. It was like, what? I didn't know it could do all, pick up all that. So, yep, it shows the evidence of several drugs. And he named, which it blew my mind, maybe like 2 or 3 different things. And I'm like, they can tell all that from a pee sample. Okay, I didn't know that. So he confronts the homeboy, like, man, what the heck happened? What the homeboy told him? Don't forget, his homeboy keeps saying, you want to do better, you're going to have to hang around better. And the homeboy said, oh, man, I sure did. And the homeboy started laughing. The homeboy had been doing more than one type of drugs, more than marijuana, based on what the findings were of the urine analysis, the urine sample. The homeboy told him, oh, yeah, man, I gave you my pee, and laughed. Yeah, his so-called friend, Dusty. So when you want to leave Dustville, yeah, his friend sold him some urine thinking it was going to be his 5-year-old. And a friend looking at him all along, taking him and looking at him, and gave him his urine, knowing he was doing different types of drugs. And that just killed the job opportunity. Mm-hmm. Just killed it. So a lot of people don't want to listen. You're going to learn the hard way. You're going to learn the hard way. So now, you back to the sofa looking broke and disgusted and busted. You're going to learn the hard way. You think these dusties, even if you're a man, you think these dusties want you to come up or be dust free, improve your life? I keep on telling you, dusties bring drama, dusties bring trauma, financial implication, too much dust in the nation. So all you have to do is pass your analysis. And you gave him $10, and he blanked up that opportunity for him. Well, actually, he did because he made the decision. That's how dusties do. So that little song, good morning to you, good morning to you, good morning to you. Let's see what a dusty do. This is what they do. They bring trauma, drama. This on the screen bring trauma to that woman, drama. The financial implication, she may have to get checked out, go to the hospital, and that'll probably, affect her psychologically. It's too much dust in the nation. That's why I'm anti-dust. So this here, take it from me what I'm telling you. This right here, hang around dust. They don't want better for anybody. It can be two dusty men, a group of dusty men. They see one dust bucket about to become an S dust bucket, they'll try to ruin it for them. Just like what I told you just happened. So he's thinking one thing. Oh, this so-and-so getting ready to get a job in a doctor's office. Man, that's how they're going to take him. Ain't nobody taking me. They're going to take him. That's why I say it's no excuse. So you have to be willing to sometimes to listen. A lot of people don't want to do it. And that's why they are where they are and will remain there. So look on the screen, look on the screen. Anybody has seen this character? Turn this piece of trash in. If there's a reward, you'll get it. If you are new to the channel, hey, we believe in getting the reward money and investing. And for the ones who've been here, y'all know what to do. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share. Stay dust free.